Number 32. A group of college students are volunteering for Help the Homeless during their spring break. They are putting the finishing touches on a house they built. Working alone, Jorge can paint a certain room in 10 hours. So I need that information. Jorge can paint a room in 10 hours alone. Maria can paint the room in 8 hours. Write an equation that can be used to find how long it will take them working together to paint the room. How many hours will it take them to paint the room? If necessary, round your answer to the nearest thousandth. Okay, so I'm going to use the equation 1 over the part plus 1 over the part equals 1 over the whole. My parts are my individual people working alone. So Jorge, it takes him 10 hours, so I'm going to say 1 over 10. Maria can do it in 8 hours, so she'll be 1 over 8. And we're going to let X be the time needed working together. So X will be whole, so we'll say 1 over X. So this is the equation. I know my equation does not look exactly like the choices, and I'll talk about that in a second. But this is the one that we discussed. To solve this for X, we need to multiply both sides by the LCD. So my LCD, it needs to have a 10. I need at least common multiple of 10 and 8. And that's going to be 40. And I also need the X. So the LCD is 40X. So we're going to go through and multiply each term by 40X. Oops. Okay, so once I've got that written out, I can look for factors that can reduce. 10 goes into 40 4 times, so that leaves me with 4x. 8 goes into 40 5 times, that leaves me with 5x. X's cancel, I'm left with 40. So I have 4x plus 5x equals 40. That's 9x equals 40. Divide both sides by 9, x equals 49ths. Make sure that is okay if you put it back in. As long as I didn't get 0, then I was okay for this equation. So x equals 49ths. How do they give the answers? They give them in decimals. So let's see what that gives us. 40 divided by 9 is 4.444. So like that. Okay, so let's look at the choices. All right, first thing, I look at the actual answers. We got 4.44. So this is the answer that we got. But why does our equation look different from theirs? Well, they may have used a different variation of the same formula that we did. The formula that the equation that we use here, 1/10 plus 1/8 equals 1 over x. If I multiply both sides of this by x, just multiply the left side by x, multiply the right side by x, what would that be? Let's come down here and do that. So I would do x times 1/10 plus x times 1/8 equals x times 1 over x. Okay, so x over 10 plus x over 8 equals, and then here my x's cancel and I'm left with 1. So this is the equation that they gave, and it's the same as ours. It's just, yeah, so it's that one as B.